Well, hello there, friends. Welcome back to our channel. My name is V for those of you who are new. Hi, my boyfriend Magnum and I are visiting Colorado with a few friends. It's a couple's vacation, so if you haven't seen our previous videos, I'll leave a link down below to the playlist so you can catch up. Today we're visiting Restoration Hardware, which is one of my favorite furniture and decor stores. We are actually just browsing and walking through, being that if we wanted to order anything, we would have to do it online anyways. There were a few pieces that I did want to see in person that I really am interested in. One being this bookshelf. If you haven't seen, Mag and I just purchased our first home, so we have to get some of our favorite pieces and be mindful of what we're purchasing. These bookshelves are absolutely stunning and I would love to have them on the side of my fireplace. They're exactly what I'm looking for in regard to height. It's just the width that's killing me because I think it's like an inch off, but it's chrome and it's wood and it's everything that's down our alley. We love the rustic kind of lofty look. We love everything about this piece, and if we can squeeze it in, we will. If we can't, we'll find something kind of close to it, but this is definitely something that's on our must-watch list, must-have list if we can get it. If you've never been to Restoration Hardware, I'll give you a quick rundown. So pretty much there's different sections and regions throughout the showroom that show you different styles. So maybe modern's not for you and you're more transitional. They have a transitional aisle. They have bathroom, they have cabinetry, they have hardware, they have everything you literally would need. And they make these little vignettes so that you can kind of imagine yourself being in that place at that time. They have a very unique showroom, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about Restoration Hardware. So what Mag is showing right here is this tub. Mag and I currently do not have a tub in our master, and that's because we opted to do a pool with a jacuzzi instead. So we didn't find the need to have the soaking tub and the jacuzzi. So that's something we're kind of just putting off. We still have the option of doing a freestanding tub, and that's just something we're going to keep on the back burner for now. If I had to describe Mag and I's style, I would say we were kind of more leaning towards modern. We do have some transitional in there, but we're more so modern. So we tried to stay more so on the modern side in regard to the showroom, because the showroom is so big, and if you don't have time, it's something that would take maybe even like an hour to go through. So from the window you do see the Colorado Rockies, and they are so beautiful. We do have a video of us going to Frisco, Colorado. If you missed it, I'll leave it down in the description box below. One thing I do really appreciate is the usage of hard wood and raw wood with Restoration Hardware. So you have all of these earthy tones. It makes it feel very homey, but not taking away from the modern feel. Another thing I really appreciate about the design behind Restoration Hardware is their usage of mirrors. They use mirrors a lot without it looking overly glam, so I really do love that. It makes it feel very open and airy without overdoing it. As you can see, the curtain rods are up to the ceiling, making the space feel much more grand. I do love that. We do see that they have more bath items. That's not something we're shopping for, so we're gonna breeze right through it. I do love the usage of this black couch without it looking overly dark, and just giving the room all this depth. I love it. One thing we do need to make note of is that we need sofa lamps, like really bad. The ones at Restoration Hardware are a bit pricey, so they do sell kind of a dupe at IKEA. We can go ahead and check those out until we can afford the ones from Restoration Hardware. Nice little save there. These table lamps are everything, so if you do need inspo, you can still go to Restoration Hardware even if it's something you can't afford right now. Get your inspiration, find dupes, or save for what you really want in the future. One thing to make note of is the usage of lighting at Restoration Hardware. They do have warm light and they have mood lighting, so it really changes the way the vibe feels, and I love the usage of lighting in the space. They use sconces, they use lamps, overhead lighting, sofa lighting. They have lighting everywhere, and it's different types of lighting, and I do have a video about lighting. It's so important in the home. In the next space, you're going to see that they use a different kind of lighting. It's a little bit more like a daylight tone, but not fully daylight, and as you can see, it just makes the space look much more modern. So depending on the different vibe you're going for in your home, you may want to lean more towards the daylight or the warmer light. I do have a video about this, and I'll leave it in the description below explaining the different kinds of light. They do love to pair their items in store, so that's why you see the sink here. It matches the bed set, and if it's something that you really love and you want to make sure that everything in your home coordinates, not necessarily it's overly matchy, you can purchase different items that would pair there well, and they already have that set up for you. The usage of sculptures are also very important at Restoration Hardware. They are really, really good with their art, and that's something I really do appreciate about their store. We are now entering the more traditional section where you'll see the oversized mirror that is very, very popular right now, and the chandeliers that are also very popular right now within the design and decor community. Here you'll find more estate-like furniture. They're much bigger and heavier. The furniture is darker, but as you can see, they paired it with light seating so that the room doesn't feel overcrowded. You'll also find the usage of more rustic items here. So lots of metals and lots of wood. As I said, no matter what your vibe is, Restoration has something for you. I do love that they put the greenery here just to get a pop of life into the room. I do love the usage of the lamp and the lighting in here. Of course, it gives it a moody type vibe. This here is very different. If you like rustic and transitional or rustic and traditional, then this is a section for you where they have something a bit different. They have something for everyone here, and that's what I really love about the store. So even though these aren't really my style, I still love to pass by and get some inspiration. For example, I do love the ladder on the bookshelf. I think it looks very elegant and it's very different. That may be something I try to do in the future if I can. This right here has to be one of my favorite vignettes just because I love the sofa lamps and I love the coloring on the walls, the floors. I just love everything. I think it's a vibe. It still has that airy feel without everything being overly white everywhere, and I really do love that about it. I love the shagreen and I love the sculptures. Everything here is just everything to me. Lots of earth tones. You have gold, nice usage of metals. There's a mixture of everything. Moving on to the more outdoor items. Yes, Restoration Hardware does have outdoor patio items, so if that's something you're looking for, head on over to Restoration Hardware. I do love the items that they have for outdoor, but sometimes I don't feel that they're unique enough for me to spend the extra dime. So with this, I do get some inspiration in regard to furniture placement, but not necessarily inspo in regard to their pieces themselves, just because, I mean, they aren't really 100% my vibe. I do love this piece right here, and I think it's like an 8-seater. I didn't really show it in this clip very well, but it was something I was walking towards and really loving, so that was really different. They do have fountains here as well. I never even thought to inquire if they sold the fountains. But the reason why Mag and I are actually up here, being that I really wasn't looking for any kind of outdoor furniture, is because from up here in the Denver location, you can see the mountains. And that's something we really have been honing in on since we've got here. So before we go, I do want to thank you all for joining us here today. If you enjoyed it here, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We are still in Denver, so if you are interested in joining in our adventure, please be sure to stay tuned so you won't miss a thing. We will see you in the next video. Bye.